Kings of Dirt and the GXCC races are proudly brought to you by Northwest Bulk Carriers and all of the GXCC co-sponsors. On the show, we cover all the action from Falkville, round number 2 of the GXCC series for 2018, all the junior and ladies categories.
I really like it because it's fast and it's quite safe, and we have some competition in this class, in the 85 senior, and it's a really good event.
Back at Falkville for GXCC2, I'm very excited. I'm always excited coming back here. The farmers here are so good to us. Big thanks to Barnard and Armand and Dre. I mean, they let us ride on their farms. They help us where they can. They helped us with cutting grass, filling holes, moving hay bales, supplying hay bales. So, you know, it's a big honor to be here and it's a blessing to be here.
Last race wasn't too good for me. I started bad, but in the end I made up some time. So hopefully I can get from the start today. It will be easy.
My competition is my friend Matthew. He's really good, and I'm looking forward to win the whole round.
The ladies quads gave us a nice solid lineup, but the surprise package happened on the line. Marty Backfisher, the only lady to not stall out, she ran away with her first hole shot of the season, meaning that gnarly Carly Border was dead last coming out at turn number 1, and she would have to literally plow the field to try and catch up to challenge for a win. On the line, our junior motorcycle competitors were once again banging and rubbing elbows as they gave us our best junior entries yet. We didn't think we could beat it at round number 1. Round number 2 was absolutely huge. Across the board, everyone was out there and pinning it. The junior category track was also going to be a flyer. For the 50cc gate, it was once again a banger entry of nearly 15 riders, and Lawrence tells us about the track that's laid out for the kids.
For the 50s, we've got a 5-kilometer loop. They go out with the senior juniors, and then they will turn back 2.5 Ks, and then they got another 2.5 Ks back into that flat track section that I was talking about, and then they come back into the pits.
Anya de Kock managed to squeak his way inside of the top 5, chasing down on Enzo Antonio Kuhn. The kids were loving the flat track section that was laid out for them. Jack Pretorius had a solid ride, making it onto the box in 3rd place, chasing down on the hard charging and very hard to beat Mackenzie Bam. She bagged another 2 finish, but it was Brandon Clark that walked away with the big win in the 50s. He is a talent for the future, and watch him as he progresses through up into the 65s. That'll be next season. The 65s would be out onto the big track as far as juniors go. 20 kilometers, utilizing the same flat track section that the 50s do, but out onto some more of the gnarly terrain. 4th place and running good numbers was Logan van der Merwe as he tried to close things down on Lucian Meyer. These guys are the class of the field as they run some incredible numbers out there. 2nd place went to Kai Lunadeli, and up front that meant it was the one and only Lucky. John Luck walks away with another win. And this guy is climbing the ladder real quick. Confirmation, Clarkey getting his win here at Falkville. That's Brandon Clark ahead of Mackenzie Bam. And in the 65s, Johnny Luck ahead of Kai Lunadeli.
Almost 16 kilometers for the juniors, but nice, fast flowing, grass sections, a little bit of a rocky copy.
In the junior 85s, it was a stacked gate. The Johnsons and the Besters were going to be warring out front, the 2 kids that have made their way up from the lower categories. 5th place went to Cameron Newbury, chasing down on Mershon de Villiers. Caden van der Spey made his way up onto the box, chasing down on Curvis Bester. Bester managed to bag and tag a solid number 2 placing, which meant it was his good buddy and longtime racing rival, Troy Johnson, that walked away with his big win in the junior 85s. In the senior 85s, trying to make the top 5 is a massive task. Blake Young and Dylan Lloyd-Kirk were warring just outside of the box.
I think it's going to take them roughly 25-30 minutes to complete a lap. I gave them an awesome flat track section here that Nardas trains on. Nice thick river sand. So I think it's a good challenge for them, you know, give them a little bit of everything.
The top 3 who eventually crossed the line separated by less than 3 seconds went like this. Carl Branson, J-Dog and Maddie Wilson. But it's Maddie Wilson who is the winningest rider so far on the 2018 Junior Tour. Watch this space. Confirmation of the junior category. Starting out with the junior 85s, Troy Johnson wins this round ahead of Bester and Van der Spey. And in the seniors, Maddie Wilson, Jordan Cowley and Branson. But this was a tight one. Five ladies made the gate at Fockville for the fastest laid out track of the season.
I think it's going to be muddy. I think we should have packed the jet skis and not the quads today, but yeah, it's going to be fun.
Out on track after an incredible hole shot, it was the Backfisher show as she just extended off the front. Carly, though, had got herself up into the 2 spot, but by this stage the track was starting to rut up, chew up and dust up, meaning it was going to be very hard to close things down on the race leader. Annelien Janssen van Vuren was in a safe number 3 spot, leading out ahead of Abigail Tonsing and Janine Stolz. All the girls came back and said this was the gnarliest track laid out so far. Into the quarry in the closing stage of the race, Buckfisher had reacted nicely. She knew that Carly was closing her down, and the last couple of laps she dropped the hammer hard to stay ahead of round number 1 winner. Out on track, it was a comfortable, well-maintained 3rd place for Janssen van Vuren. She wasn't going to get caught, and that meant we ended off round number 2 with a brand new winner. Round 1 went to Nali Carly Buerta, round 2 goes to Backfisher, and so, going into round 3, we are tied on points.
It was awesome. I've got a brand new bike and I'm the Yamaha 250 Shimwell. It helped me with the bike, so I'm ready to go in my blue machine.
Another blue machine inside of the top 10, that's Mandy Pretorius. Titania Lovejoy's better half, running the numbers out there. Up the road in 9th and 8th with Jennifer Neville and Adele Pirioni. Classy racers who join us for every single round of the GXCC Tour. Further up the road was Babs Mozinski, but then inside of a top 6, Megan Jonker making the move up to the Hondas and making it look real stylish as well. Saran Meyer made it into the top 5, and this is where it gets real tasty. Tane Tonsing, 4th place finish for her, but up the road that meant we were talking about Karika Petersen. Now on the Shimwell's Yamaha, 3rd place for her. But Tay Perry onto the box in the 2 spot.
It's going to be a fast track, but I've got a fast bike as well. My 250 is really fast. I didn't think that bike can go so fast, but the plan is just to keep at the same pace, ride every lap the same time and see how it ends.
Round number 1, Janke Petersen was still getting used to the Yamaha. Round number 2, she knows how to make it fly, and fly she did. But Tay Perry is going to be one to watch out for. A very small gap as far as ladies racing goes. 3 minutes put the KTM lady down in 2nd place and beat out Karika Petersen to 3rd. All this GXCC racing proudly brought to you by Northwest Bulk Carriers and all of the GXCC associated sponsors.